Yo, we are back with another live. Now, this live is special. This is our first live that we are monetized, man. So, again, shout out to everybody that has contributed to us finally becoming monetized over here. We have WWE Money in the Bank tonight. And man, look, no men's WWE champ or women's
Yeah, that's
WWE
true.
championships are on the line. Like this, the focal point of tonight is literally Money in the Bank. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why they're not really, keying in on any major titles tonight because they want the whole focal point to be Money in the Bank. But I mean, I feel like this Money in the Bank this year, bro, could go any way. From the men's Money in the Bank to the women's Money in the Bank. I feel like they got a lot of superstars in these matches that you don't know who gonna get the dub. Like, I wouldn't be mad if this person win. I wouldn't be mad if that person win, etc. But do we have like the official lineup, or we could just go ahead and just start with? I want to go ahead and start with this one because I feel like I'm a 100% gonna get this one right. We got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Yep.
The man is back. They've been having their back and forth. Truth be told, they gave Lyra that dub at Backlash. I thought Becky was gonna get the dub then. They gave Lyra a dub, but Becky is 100% coming home with that women's Intercontinental Championship tonight, bro. 100%.
I agree. I think it's also time that maybe we put a little bit more prestige on these mid-card titles. You had the inaugurations, and I think so far you can kind of tell on both shows it did get a little stale, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, with the women's or the U.S. title over on on SmackDown, it seemed like, bro, we were getting kind of Mishin and and Chelsea Green for months at a time. So I'm glad that at least for the IC division over there, seems like we're gonna start getting into a different direction. I mean,
even with the U.S. Championship over there on SmackDown, we see Julia just inserted herself into that picture. And like I told you prior to us jumping on live, I can see Julia grabbing that title from Zelina real soon. Oh, we got our first dono. Shout out to Donald for the first donation on the channel, bro. We appreciate you. My man say fans gonna be behind El Grande watch. Where are they at tonight? They in LA. I don't know, bro. It all depends on, well, let's finish up the women. So we both agreeing that Becky Lynch is getting the dub. Okay,
100%.
Do you want to jump into the men's break? What's good? Hey, Chappelle, what's happening, man? What's happening, y'all? Smash that thumbs up. Y'all know what time it is, man. Share the live. Again, this is our first live being monetized, y'all. So we 100% appreciate y'all tapping in and tuning in with us. Dylan, what's good with it, bro? Chappelle said, "What's good with it, man?" So,
what's up, man?
We got the men's money. Which one you think they're gonna save for last?
I think the men's.
Probably the men's. So okay, well let's knock out the women's Money in the Bank then.
All right, let me pull up my handy dandy Twitter machine real quick, just so I can make sure we got everybody. But I know we have obviously Stephanie Valkyria in there. You got Roxanne, Rhea Ripley,
Naomi,
Alexa Bliss,
and Naomi. Yep.
Is that 5 or is there one more?
Is it 5 or 6? Wasn't it? It was all the women in a tag team match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Naomi.
No, there's 6. There's 6. We're missing 1.
So we missed it because it was 3 versus 3.
Yeah.
Naomi, Roxanne, and who else did they have yesterday? I literally just seen it on SmackDown. Chat, help us out.
Julia.
Wait, Julia's in this match too?
Julia, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at her as part of
Man,
the
we were
U.S.
stumped.
Championship.
We were really stumped right there for a
We're
second.
stumped.
Which honestly, while we just bring it up real quick, think about this real quick. You got Stephanie Vauquier, Roxanne, and Julia, who just got
Just
called
came
up
up. Just
and
came up.
already in the Money in the Bank match.
Just came up,
That's
man.
pretty wild.
That is, bro. But you can see, and I wanted to talk to you about this too. Maybe we do a separate video. The original 4 horsewomen or this new call up of talent of because it's giving me that vibe. It's a reason why they're doing the women's exclusive pay-per-view again, because they got that talent on that roster again, bro, to put on a full women's pay-per-view. And you got fans in the seats wanting it because you got Stephanie Vauquier, because you got Julia, you got Roxanne. I'm sure some of the women NXT like Jordan Grace is part like the women's roster right now is destroying the men's roster. I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna stand on that. As far as like superstar power, they got it. Say, Bray, quick question. Do you still have them? And say, I do, Chappelle. Hit me up after this, bro. I got you. I got you. But as far as the women's Money in the Bank match, who you got, bro?
I'm going with Alexa Bliss.
Why?
Why? Because think about out of the women in the match.
Yep.
I feel like in years past, and I've already talked to you about this previously, in years past, the Money in the Bank has been a token to shine a spotlight on younger talent. In most recent years, it has not, right? You had Drew McIntyre win the men's last year. You did have Tiffany last year win, so that was kind of like bringing it back to the old school, right? But I just have a feeling that Alexa Bliss came back. She's still getting some of the biggest ovations out of anybody right now, other than Rhea, right? Rhea is just a mega star wherever she shows
wherever
up.
she go, bro.
Yep. And I just feel like it's time to start pushing Alexa Bliss towards that main event picture again. I do. I mean, if you're gonna do it with one of the younger talent, or think about this. I got a question for you. You already know
talent would you pick?
Because you already have Julia that's already trying to go for that US title, so she ain't I just have a feeling she's not gonna win. You have Stephanie Vauquier, who just got called up.
You know, you want to know something crazy,
She's
bro?
been there for a week.
Bro, you want to know something crazy? I got my money on either Stephanie or Roxanne, bro.
Damn. So Roxanne is my second choice.
Because Roxanne is more, I don't want to say more vetted, but especially as far as like NXT holding multiple titles, like Roxanne can hold that, and I feel like I feel like that'd be the freshest thing to do. Once she just took that L last night in that match, so maybe nobody. I 100% don't think it's gonna be Rhea. Because why? You don't have to give Rhea the Money in the Bank.
You do not.
You know, Alexa, I still feel like some way somehow she may get tied into this YS6 stuff. So you know, that's just a prediction of mine. You know, Stephanie Vauquier. I don't know.
Here's the thing, though, bro. She is such a star.
Yeah, bro.
I can see them giving it
to her, bro. Just all jump. Like, why? Like, the crowd not going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? I got my money on, it's between Stephanie and Roxanne, bro. If I got to pick one, give me Stephanie, bro. I'm going to go Stephanie. On the sake of time, I'm going to go Stephanie.
I'm saying Alexa Bliss. I am going to stick with it. I just feel like she's had a little bit of a lull, right? So she came in, she returned at the Royal Rumble, a mega ovation. You were there, you know. Yeah. And then since then, really, what has she done?
Elimination Chamber. She lost, and then that was it. Like, they didn't even have her at Mania.
Exactly. There was another long period stretch, right? So I just feel like now she's back in the fold. She shows up every single week. I don't know. I got a feeling.
It's funny that she shows up around the time the Wyatts come back too. Again, I'm just sticking. I'm trying to stick something to the. I'm trying to throw something to the wall to see if it stick, bro.
That Wyatt situation is a whole nother.
And we know it's sticky with that one, bro. So okay, so I'm going Stephanie. You going Alexa Bliss. Okay, what's the next one?
Stephanie already, man.
Yeah, bro. I can see it. I can see it, bro. Real talk. I can see it. The ovation would be crazy too. What's the next
So
match we
so
got?
let's save the men's Money in the Bank for the end. Let us
Okay.
talk real quick about the tag match, right? Me and you were kind of critical about this. You're gonna have both of the world champions not defend a single title at Money in the Bank. You got the tag match, John Cena, Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Now, last night on SmackDown, what did we see? Pure domination
Pure
from the
domination.
Hollywood team.
Yeah.
So
I can't see Cody coming back and losing again, bro. I gotta get this dub to Cody and Jay. Just off the strength of, again, I just can't see them bringing Cody back and losing, and then Jay got to go defend that title against Gunther. I just see them having more momentum past this. It could potentially open up the door for John Cena versus Cody at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? If they get that dub, and then it just gives Jay more momentum going into the match versus Gunther. So I can see it'll benefit them more with Logan Paul taking the L tonight in this match. And that's exactly what I see happening.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Kind of for the similar reason, right? Like, why would you have Cody return and lose? Mm-hmm. Also, we've been getting Cena being pushed so much.
We got another dono.
Damn,
first off, Mario say Roman's new bloodline returns today. I feel like Roman is going to return soon, but not now. It's really no place for Roman right now, I feel like, bro. I feel like there's no place for Roman right now. Soon, but right now,
we're gonna touch on that men's Money in the Bank because I got.
Is CM Punk in Money in the Bank tonight or no?
No.
What?
Well, we're gonna talk about.
Get to the dono. Go ahead and see what Donald said, bro.
Donald, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Roxanne gets it. This starts the Judgment Day split. Liv gets turned on by Raquel, and Finn, Dom, and Liv team back up with Rhea.
Oh boy, that's a you
wild.
You threw that one into outer space. I can see Roxanne getting the dub, and definitely adding some tension with the Judgment. I didn't think of like how that was spin with the whole Judgment Day thing, but I don't know as far as like Raquel turning on Liv. I can definitely see Finn going with Roxanne, but I still see Dom staying with Liv. I see more of a Finn and Roxanne versus Liv and Dom situation pretty soon, but I don't know. We shall see.
We've been waiting for the Finn and Dom rivalry for quite some time now. Do you think in that women's match, real quick, that you do get any Judgment Day interference?
No.
Okay.
No. But that's a great move as far as her having that belt. If what would make that good is if Liv still had the belt and Roxanne won. That would be so much tension. That would be good. Chappelle say, do y'all think Cody Rhodes will eventually turn heel with backing of The Rock? I don't think it will have anything to do with The Rock, but I can definitely see a Cody heel turn before the end of the year. That would be great.
Yeah, I agree. Back to this tag match. So I feel like they've really been pushing the whole John Cena Logan Paul thing. Obviously, last night you had Logan Paul hold on up the World Heavyweight title. Mm-hmm. I told you about that. I wanted to get your thoughts on it a little bit before. You're not feeling it, but I do think that is an inevitability.
Cena it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. But here's my question to you: is in John Cena's? You got to think about this with the match tonight. In this farewell retirement tour, okay, he has not lost yet. Do you think tonight Money in the Bank is the night that he loses, or do you think they wait until he loses?
They lose, but Cena doesn't get pinned.
Okay.
They lose, but Cena doesn't get pinned. Cena not gonna get pinned. Chat going crazy too, y'all. Slim Jim table yesterday, like you said, whack, 100% whack. And then they said exactly what we said. Snap into what they say, bro. Snap into a Slim table. What they say, Dylan? It was corny as heck, bro. It was, they were what they say, snap into a Slim Jim table.
I think he said it was snapped like a Slim Jim table or something like that. That table snapped like a Slim Jim.
That was definitely written for them to say that on TV, bro.
It's corny.
Corny, bro. I seen that. I'm like, there we go. It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Pause. but like it's still just like why?
Yeah.
Like why y'all doing that, man? What's good? What's good, everybody in the chat? Again, this is our first live monetize, y'all. So it feels good, man. We in here vibing. So what's the last match? Is it only 4 matches on the card? Shout out to Donald for another dono. Say my bad. I meant Finn, Roxanne, and Raquel together. I just can't see Raquel turning on Liv, but then again, shoot, you just never know.
But right now, let me ask you, Donald. They're still the tag team champs.
Mm-hmm.
So if they turned or did something tonight, it wouldn't really make sense, right? Because how's that going to affect the tag team titles?
Yeah, I forgot they still got the tag titles. They probably Roxanne either I don't know how that will go, but I definitely see some Liv and Roxanne. Like I see that feud building up real soon, bro. So you definitely on to something with that one.
Yeah, 100%. So let us get to the men's Money in the Bank, the match. First off, before we get into our predictions, what do you think about the men's Money in the Bank match?
Who we got in there? We got Seth Rollins, Solo.
Yep. LA Knight.
Penta. Who else?
Andrade.
And
El Grande Americano.
Ah, this is terrible, bro. Give it to Seth Rollins and call it a day. Give it Seth Rollins. I'll call it a day.
So Seth Rollins. So my thought going into here was
he cashes in on Jay.
You think okay? All right. Before we dive down that road, let me talk about the match real quick. I do think it is a shame that we don't have Rey Fenix in this match.
It's a shame we don't have Carmelo Hayes in this match.
That's a
Karrion Kross in this match. Wow. Like some up and coming, like bulls that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like I would have rather seen Braun Breaker in this match. You know what I'm saying? Like the odds on winner is Seth Rollins. Like I can't see Penta winning. They're gonna do Penta and Rey Fenix soon. Can't see him getting a dub. El Grande Americano is probably gonna wind up turning out to be Chad Gable tonight. They probably gonna demask my man.
Well, yeah, that's actually a good point because they do have. He's in Worlds Collide too, so he's doing double duty tonight. So is Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah. Stephanie getting that Money in the Bank, bro. They working her too hard. They gotta give her something, bro. She was on Raw, SmackDown, Worlds Collide, and Money in the Bank. Give her that Money in the Bank, bro.
Yep.
Give her that Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's no other major star power other than like who can carry this Money in the Bank and be believable, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% agree with that notion because you got to remember the Money in the Bank is a long-standing thing unless they cash in tonight, which I don't think they're going to do. They did it last year with Drew McIntyre. He cashed and he lost, which I still think it was ridiculous that they did that, right? You talk about opportunity.
Yeah.
I get the whole CM Punk Drew McIntyre thing last year. It was a big, long blood feud, but at the same time, the Money in the Bank was always that opportunity maker. But when you look at the people in this match, Seth Rollins has the best storyline going right now.
Yeah. He's the only one that's worth having it. They blew it on not having Jacob. Yeah. Or they could give it to Solo. I forgot Solo was
I was just going to say the only other one is Solo, but it's not for the reason you think.
I still think if Solo wins, I'm standing on it and say Solo is going to cash in on Jacob.
This is my official prediction. Seth Rollins wins. But there is going to be a moment in this match. Solo is about to win. And Jacob costs him for Solo's remarks last night.
See, I think that's too soon.
I don't, because we're building up to SummerSlam.
We're building up to SummerSlam, but I don't think he's gonna cost him. If anything, he might accidentally knock him down. Like, I don't think it'll be an intentional cost. If he does cost him, I don't think it's gonna be intentional. I see Solo turning on Jacob before I see Jacob turning on Solo. With JC Mateo.
Oh God.
but y'all let us know how y'all feel about Money in the Bank in the comment section below as well. Do y'all think
one more thing? I know we're gonna wrap it up here real quick, but we are going to have a lot of interference in this men's match, I think.
Bloodline, yep.
You get the bloodline. You're gonna have Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker.
You could have American Alpha. They might.
You could have CM Punk.
Yeah. It's just a reason why it's only 4 matches tonight, bro. Like, I know the Money in the Bank matches are long, but they gotta save it. That if the men's Money in the Bank
on a main PLE,
yeah, I know, bro. It's wild. If the men's Money in the Bank is the last match, we're gonna see some crazy interference. But they gotta hold that one for the last bit, bro. They gotta hold the men's match for the last bit.
Yeah, I agree.
So again, go ahead, bro.
Let us know what you guys think about that. Obviously in the comment section when this thing gets posted. Also, stay tuned because we may be doing a instant reaction at the very end. Also, you guys got to know too, we may make some content around Worlds Collide. I think some of this stuff is going to be pretty important at Worlds Collide. I know we had
definitely watching.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very exciting PLE. There's some rumors that other people may show up and appear too. So I think it's definitely going to be a well worth watching tonight. Yeah.
CM Punk, he's not at Money in the Bank tonight, bro. But CM Punk has been dropping John Cena like, y'all lucky I got to get up out of here, man. Because I'm like, I forget CM Punk has been throwing shots. He's still been throwing shots at The Rock. He's still even been mentioning The Rock and John Cena in a sense.
What did you tell me before we started? What should it have been tonight?
The main event of tonight should have been John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship with John Cena going over. 2011, you had CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank. CM Punk won. John Cena should have won. It should have went out by him kissing it away. That should have been the curtain calls for tonight. It should have been John Cena versus CM Punk. John Cena goes over. Give him that kiss goodbye. You ain't gonna get no other title match from me, brother. It's over with.
1,000,000%.
That would have been a picture perfect. If Vince was there, that's how it would have ended. I'm gonna say it, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah. So let us know down below, in the comment section what you guys think overall.
CM Punk will screw Seth Rollins tonight. So if that happens, I'm giving it to Solo. That could happen. That very well could happen.
There's so many possibilities in this men's match.
CM Punk has to show up tonight. I'm sure he's in LA. I didn't think about CM Punk costing. If that happens, I'm giving it to Solo. It's only so, or I mean, they could throw a lob and give it to LA Knight because he was the fan favorite last year to win it. I gotta go though, Dylan. God dang. All right, y'all.
Before we go, let me read this one. Big Nuck Williams is Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
Hey, where my boy Tongaloa at, man? I'm waiting on him to come back. But both of them are injured, though. Both of them are injured.
All right, guys, we got to get out of here. So, like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here.
Wait. I'm putting my money on Solo.
Wow, he just switched up like
last
that.
Minute switch. Last minute buzzer beater. I'm putting my money on Solo. Seth already had
the content.
Money in the Bank.
He's going to go on for another hour, guys. Like the content, subscribe to the channel, share the content, all that good stuff. And other than that, you got your boy Dylan.
Got your boy Break.